motocross kid. He used to jump motorcycles, and he credits his aggressive style of play in golf to his early days on a motorbike. He used to just sort of look at the jump, rev it up, and let it rip. And that's kind of how he plays right now. Very appealing. The young kids love him. The fashion, the flair, and he's put some substance to go with all that style. Right where they were aiming, in the fairway.
Well, when he goes after it like he is here, Tom Weiskopf was one of my idols growing up. I loved the way he swung. That swing right there reminds me of my idol.
And it looks like Rory McIlroy, Frank, sticking the follow-through. I mean, that is a monster hit right there. He carried that more than 350 yards. Settling in now for the second shot here at this opening hole.
Oh, nice strike, Rich. Not quite directly in line with the flag.
Just drifting a bit to the right, but he'll settle. Well, that one didn't work out. Didn't look bad in the air. It hit the green, but didn't sit.
Yeah, it was never going to stop.
Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
What's up?
Well, Frank, this is something we've seen more and more of in recent years, players just on the fringe.
Yeah, it's good to see it. It shows he's thinking. You don't just have to grab the lob wedge, and that's it. Hybrid, putt, you name it, whatever works.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. One under early in the round. Ricky over the putt for par. And now he has this for the birdie. One over for the day. Rory McIlroy looking to take advantage with this putt. Par for McIlroy, but you're just waiting for that moment when he hits that accelerator and pulls away. Settles in always with excellent posture over the ball.
What a great shot.
Drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot. Not quite what he was hoping for, the tee shot in the bunker.
It's fine.
Frank, these days golfers are training like high-level athletes from other sports. Rory McIlroy, for example, has been using a guy by the name of Steve McGregor, who happened to be the trainer for the New York Knicks of the NBA.
And part of his training now is high altitude. The majority of the medal holders, for example, in the Olympics, or medal winners in the Olympics, actually use high altitude training. You know, you can develop more red blood cells in a shorter period of time. But, you know, golf, we've had so many different types of training from the athlete side. But you go back to the old days of Henry Cotton beating an old tire. Vijay Singh picked up on that. Or even the rhythm of Sam Snead. He used to count in the rhythm. It was 1, 2, 3. It was 1 at the top of the swing, 2 at impact, and 3 at the follow through. All those things are still very valid today.
This is the second shot at the par 4. This is a pretty long putt here. You'd be happy to get this to within 2 or 3 feet. You really want to take the stress out of that next putt. So a long putt there and just didn't read it quite right. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Even par early on.
Even par currently.
Still playing even for the day after the par. So they'll tap in. Did the job right there. So here we are at the 3rd hole, par 4, again 428 yards. Frank, have you ever seen anything quite like the bunkering that we have here on the left side of this hole?
No, the church pews, they're famous obviously for Oakmont, and they have that tendency to drag your eye to that left side. Really, you hit anything that you can get off on the fairway off this tee, whether it's a long iron, I don't care what it is. If you want to try and hit driver down there, well, good luck, because this really is about the second shot. Somehow avoid that trouble there so you've got a second shot.
Frank, that is position A.
Yeah, the tee shot was like silk, Rich. I mean, just sets up that second shot so beautifully.
Frank, this one's going too far left, it looks like.
Yeah, it was fine there for a little while, but if it keeps going left, it's doomed.
Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was headed for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. But then I guess you're allowed that in this game. That's an absolute beauty.
This one will play a little bit longer. It's up the hill to that green. Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Well, that's how you play the game. Right there. Let's see what Ricky Fowler can come up with here on the approach. That is professional with a capital P right there.
That's stealing.
Second shot here at the third hole. Settles in over the putt. -1 when early going. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Good score going, now at 2 under par. Here now at the par 5 fourth at Oakmont, 609 yards in length. Good par 5. Frank, can one small tweak from an instructor lead to a big turnaround?
With the right play, yeah. You just want to hear the right message. It's like anyone in life. You just want to be pointed in the right direction.
Nice drive, right in the fairway, and a good swing on that one.
Extra.
Just burning rubber right here. I mean, this one is taken off like a missile.
Just destroyed it. He's going to try and rip the cover off
it. Good lie in the fairway. A good chance to make something happen here. Frank, there's a real art to putting a good 72-hole score in the book, isn't there?
Yeah, there is. You know, you can have a flash of brilliance, make 5 or 6 birdies. It can be offset by doubles and quadruple bogeys. And in the end, it's the end. What did you do? The plus and the minuses. And that's why all our biggest championships have, and of recent, been stroke play.
This is a good-looking shot. That was just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at eagle coming up. Playing his second shot here at the par 5. This could be a good one. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Ooh, that hurts. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Ricky Fowler for eagle.
You want to know the difference between good scores and average scores? That.
Yeah, right there. So a tester from 4 feet. Nice solid start to the round. Tee to green looks to be in command.
Yeah, it's surprising. I thought he might have been a little shaky out of the gate, but certainly proved me wrong.
Excellent roll to 3 under par. This for birdie. Has the birdie and moves to 3 under par. And now the 5th hole, short but challenging par 4, 382 yards, and it obviously rewards precision off the tee, heavily bunkered along the way. Not the best shot, this one in the rough, but still will have a play from there. That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from that. Now, this is not heading in the right direction.
You know, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Into the thick stuff. That's a difficult lie. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Second shot coming out of the rough here. And setting up here in the rough. Locked in on the read and the speed.
Well, that was a good try. Didn't quite get the break right.
These putts keep the round together.
That was cruel. It looked like it was certainly going in.
Nice par to remain 3 under. He's putting for birdie now. You have to like that. 4 under. They'll take it. That's a par. And now to the par 3/6 here at Oakmont, measuring in at just under 200 yards. Frank, I have to say I've been impressed by the level of golf today. Really came out here with a solid game plan and executed.
Agreed. We've seen some great shots out there, and I'm excited to see how the rest of the round plays out.
Might go deep here into red numbers. Stuck the follow-through right there. This could be really good. That's well played. Now a good look at birdie.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
We have a couple of 100 yards to this flagstick. Ricky can pick up a shot right here. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knocking in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the cause.
That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
And getting ready for the putt. How about that? 4 under par. Ricky Fowler trying to roll this one in. Nothing wrong with that par putt. Keeps the momentum going with that putt. Stays at 3 under. The par 4 7th, 434 yards.
Oh, beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good.
Can't ask for much more here at the 7th. He has hit a good one. He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. Looking to keep it going here, Frank.
Yeah, another example of things just working as they should.
Good-looking shot right here. He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Chance to get it close here. Second shot here at the par 4 7th. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Not this time. Just a couple of feet. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He is just so explosive. Trying to move on with a par in his pocket. And he makes it for par. Nudge this one home, finish it up. Did the job right there. We're at the 8th at Oakmont, a famous hole, and Frank, it's not often we say of a par 3 that it is a beast, but the 8th at Oakmont is just that.
Yeah, you can imagine a 300-yard par 3 to a flat green. That would be hard enough. But imagine to a 300-yard par 3 at a US Open to a green that goes up at the front and then crowns at the top and then slips away at both sides. That's the 8th hole.
Good swing, good shot yet again. That is classy.
No chance of going in.
Frank, this one looks like it might have a postage stamp on it. Airmail City.
Yeah, lick it, send it.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Spieth settles in over his birdie putt. Oh, I thought he had that. Came to the putt, excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. You've let one go. You've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important this one goes in.
Oh my goodness, he just missed that. And that was almost tap-in distance. So a tester from 4 feet. So makes the putt, and now at -6. Getting set now over the putt. Showing no signs of weakness. That's a good putt right there. Stays at 4 under. Has this to save par. In for par. Here we are at the 9th, par 4, 477 yards. Frank, this is a rugged hole.
It is. It used to be a par 5. Some say it should still be a par 5. Long, straight hole, runs alongside the first hole there. Bunkers left and right. And, of course, if you find the rough, he's loading up on it.
Look at the coil.
Just smokes it.
Frank, I know you like boxing. That was some heavyweight power right there.
Smoked it.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours. There's something about a well-hit shot.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
This is a testing approach shot, isn't it, Frank, at the 9th?
It is, Rich. The green actually might look big, and the reason why it looks big is actually that's part of the practice putting green, which is on the back of that. And the reason why I know that is because I've actually had to putt in a championship while other people were warming up to go off later on. So big green it might look, it plays small, and it is anything other than flat.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Jordan Spieth ready for his second shot. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Frank, you've been there. This is kind of a memorable approach shot, isn't it? The 2nd to the 9th.
Yeah, often you'll have people putting on the back because part of that is the practice putting green. So you'll see many of approach shot bound through and go between the legs of some people trying to get ready for their round. Green might look like a big square, but there's not too many flat sections in this green.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Good putt and a good move now to 4 under. This is for his birdie. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.